All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Motivation Monday here on Fiverr Talks. As always, my name is Joel Young. I'll be your host and your guide for everything Fiverr. Today, we are going to be talking about starting new things and why that's a muscle you should constantly be exercising. That's right. We are back after a week of silence because let me just tell you something up front. I'm a business owner first and foremost. I absolutely love this channel. And somebody asked me this question a couple weeks ago. They said, it looks like you have a thriving business. Why take on YouTube now? And know that I'm not taking on YouTube as a business venture. I am taking on YouTube to try to help all those people that were exactly where I was almost 10 years ago, getting started on Fiverr, not knowing what to do or how to best improve my offerings and just growing by trial and error. I'm here to help you guys, but I'm also a business owner first and foremost. And there are times when my business takes over my life just a little bit. That we get so busy that I have to just focus in and hit those deadlines, fix things, get things done, and everything else kind of falls by the wayside. So last week I was busy running and gunning, getting things done. I hope you can understand that. I really appreciate your understanding and your continuing to be here on the channel. I've got some exciting news. I just found out that last week, while I was working hard, we crossed the threshold to 500 subscribers. That's amazing to me. And I know that's a small number. We're just getting started. We've only been doing this together for a couple of months, and I have much bigger dreams for this channel than just 500 subscribers. I'm hoping that 500,000 is in the near future and 1 million, because there are so many people out there trying to start something and get something going. So if this channel's been a blessing to you, please share it with somebody, even if they're not a Fiverr seller right now. Maybe it's something that could help them in the future. And if you just came today, I'm thankful for you watching. Please be sure to subscribe. Leave me a like below. That really helps this channel. A thumbs up for the videos really helps the channel and the algorithms. And as always, leave me your thoughts and your comments down below. Don't miss out on the great conversations we're having on Patreon, though. We're having some fire conversations about some really in-depth stuff. We've got a backlog of hours of content on there that you can jump over and watch right now. If you join, you get access to all the previous videos. I put a new exclusive video out every Friday, patreon.com/DJYoung. But that's enough housekeeping for today, because what I really want to talk about, what I'm excited to talk about, is flexing the muscle of starting something new. Now, this may not seem like a Fiverr conversation, but believe me, it actually is a very relevant conversation to Fiverr sellers, the art of starting something new, because I'll tell you why through my personal story. My personal journey came through starting something new about every 3 to 6 months on Fiverr. That's how I got to where I am today. I started out as a voice actor. Voice acting led me to someone asking me to record myself on video, to becoming a spokesperson. Being a spokesperson led me to people asking for other video services. I became an editor. I was jingle writing. I was doing web development on the side, kind of on Fiverr as well. Then people began to ask me for animation videos, and today I do a lot of voiceover and a lot of animation videos. No more spokesperson, no more jingle writing, things like that. But I developed this muscle over the last decade of selling on Fiverr that left me, I think, really strong as an entrepreneur and a business owner. And that muscle was starting new things constantly. If I could give any advice to someone starting out today on Fiverr or today as an entrepreneur, it would be learn how to teach yourself new things consistently. It doesn't matter how good you are at those things in the beginning. Learn how to teach yourself these things and then get better over time. I wasn't great at everything I tried from the very beginning, but I eventually became pretty darn good through a lot of repetition and a lot of practice. And on Fiverr, it's really a valuable skill. It doesn't matter what you're selling. There is something sitting right next to your service. It's adjacent to your service that you could begin offering in the future that you could actually offer to your current customers. This is something we talked about over on Patreon about serving your current customers at a higher level. It's a really valuable conversation, but you need to make sure that if you're trying to grow your business, you're looking for new opportunities to start something new, whether it be a new gig, a new service, a new slant, a new angle, whatever it is, trying new things, stepping out into new frontiers, going where no man has ever gone before, or woman, if you're a woman, really is a muscle that you can grow, you can flex, you can exercise, and it will make you better in everything that you do. Now you might be asking yourself, Joel, how does it make me better? Well, number one, it makes you more agile, more nimble in the business front. That means that when things change and tides shift, you're ready to move in some other direction. You know, a lot of the skills that many of you are using on Fiverr, a lot of the services you're selling have an expiration date on them. And that's a really hard thing to come to grips with, that there's kind of an expiration date on every service. And it might not be that it goes away entirely, but it might be that what you're currently offering, the way it is going to go away or change in the future. I'm very aware of that in my business, that a lot of the styles of animation videos we make, a lot of things like that, could go away in the future. Their popularity could wane. There could be a wave. Now, granted, graphic design is never going away. Copywriting is never going away. Voice acting is never going away, because all those things are mainstays. But there are many ways that those industries are going to change. And you're going to have to learn how to start something new from your current skill, your current knowledge base, and go in that direction at some point in the future. In fact, I famously have told my wife that I pretty much start a new business every 2 to 3 years, and it's not because I want to, it's because that's how you find longevity. You have to reinvent yourself every 2 to 3 years, in my experience, to stay current, stay relevant, and continue to grow at a nice clip, at a nice pace. And so, when would you rather learn? In the midst of the house being on fire, the world ending, in the midst of your business crumbling, your income disappearing, or when things are good, when they're stable, when you can think clearly? I think I would rather learn how to flex that muscle, start something new when things are clear, when I feel prepared and able to process those things, not in times of crisis. And trust me, if you learn to exercise that muscle when things are good, when crisis comes, you'll absolutely be ready because you've practiced this. This is a skill you've developed, and doing new things is nothing new for you. So it's a very valuable skill. So I would encourage you, if you are just starting on Fiverr, give it a while. This is something we talk about in past videos. Don't run out there and start 10 different gigs at once, but give it a little while. Give it 6 months, give it 8 months, give it 10, give it 12 months to see how your baseline gigs are going to do, and then begin to ask yourself, how could I branch out? What's something new I could start? Maybe it's just something right there adjacent to what you're already doing, rubbing right up against it. Similar skill set, but a different offering, different client base. Start something new and learn to do that frequently, more than every 2 to 3 years. Do that every 6 months. Start something new. Start something that scares you, because that is a muscle too, to getting rid of the fear of something new that really is, it's flexible. And it allows you to go in almost any direction you want in the future. If you learn how to teach yourself things, new skills, if you learn how to pivot, try new things without being scared of them and eliminating fear in your brain, not the bad fear that causes you to stay alive, the fight or flight, but the fear that holds you back from trying something new because you're worried about what it might cost you or what you might look like. If you get rid of that kind of fear, the world is your oyster. There is nothing you cannot do. There's no direction you cannot go. In fact, I'm confident, I've said this many times, that if you stripped away everything that I've built, all the skills that I currently have, and gave me a different set of skills, I would know how to take that different set of skills and do something similar today. I think I could turn it into something similar to what I have today in a shorter period of time, because now I'm no longer afraid. I know how to teach myself new things. I know how to start new things and pivot. And I do all this because I know all this because I've been doing it for a decade plus now. I've been flexing that muscle. I've been exercising that skill of starting new things, of eliminating fear, of being confident in my own abilities. And that's something that every single one of you needs to do if you're selling on Fiverr, thinking about getting started, no matter where you are. Flex that muscle. Learn to start something new. So I want to start giving you an action item for our Motivation Monday videos. And this is something that I think is really important, because then you can report down in the comments and tell us what you're going to do when you started it, and let this community hold you accountable. So are you ready for it? The very first Motivation Monday action item. This week, I want you to write down on paper something new that you're going to start in the next 3 months. 3 months. Hold yourself accountable. Say, by this date on the calendar, I will have started this thing. Be specific. Make it actionable. Make it time-bound. And make sure that it's attainable. Stretch yourself a little bit, but make sure you can attain this first one. Write it down on paper, then put it in your wallet. Put it on a bulletin board in your house or your office where you'll see it every day. Put it on your refrigerator, wherever you're going to see something often. Put that there. Write it down. Put it there and look at it every single day. Hold yourself accountable. And like I said, leave your item in the comments below. That way we can hold you accountable. We can ask you how you're doing. We can give you encouragement and insight and growth and all of those things. I think it'll really be helpful for you. So that is your very first Motivation Monday action item of the week. Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my new do, leave me a comment down below. This is my COVID cut. That's what my wife calls it, the COVID cut, not going into a barbershop. So I'm cutting my own hair at home, and I think it's not half bad when it's 100 degrees outside and very humid. I really like having less hair to take care of. So, no, don't leave me a comment about my hair. That's silly. I'm just glad that you're here watching these videos. I'm glad you're a part of this community. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers in the next month. How about it? Share this video with someone you know that it can help. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you're interested in going deeper, go to patreon.com/DJYoung. For a very affordable investment, you can have me as your personal mentor. There I answer all sorts of questions for people that I can't answer here on YouTube. I go deeper, I take your questions, turn them into videos, and you get exclusive content every single Friday. We go deeper, talk about really practical, tangible things. So make sure you don't miss that. Fiverr.com. Not Fiverr.com, Patreon.com/DJYoung. You don't want to miss it. And until next time, keep doing, because the future favors the doers.